pardon me, I wasn't live with my mic. Let me turn down the room noise for a second. We just swapped over from Jacob Pennison playing FedorGorst. Some one ball, one pocket.
We got Tony CHOHAN, T-Rex.
I'm hearing the chat, or not the chat, someone in the crowd right now. Stoked about the matchup. But yeah, we just moved over from Jacob Pennison, and we're watching the Ghost play T-Rex Tony CHOHAN. Some one ball, one pocket. This is gonna be a hell of a matchup. This is gonna be the top level of the game. Right here. These guys know how to play last ball, one pocket, right here. Are we moving tables? Oh, the camera was too close, so he's gonna have to reframe the camera. Okay, this will be interesting. Tony said, get that camera out of here, man. Look at him looking at the camera. Look at Tony, like, dogging our boy right now. We don't really need to see much of the table because we're only talking about the cue ball and the object ball. We don't need to see how all the rest of the balls are interacting and clustered up. We're watching just a couple of balls around the table. We're going to be able to see both players playing, both players moving. Oh, look at him just pulling out the coin. Call it. Tails. No one likes a nit, dude. No one likes a nit. Here we go. So the way this works, on the break, Fedor plays safe, right? So he's going to try to lay up this 11 ball right up over here. That is the standard break shot. Now Tony's shooting at this hole. Fedor's shooting at this hole. Okay? Shane is shooting over there. Shane's shooting on the other table. Okay? So no one needs to worry about Shane Van Boning. He's just in the room. Loves himself some Matchroom 9 ball. I love my Telestrator. Okay. Jokes aside, let's watch some pool, man. Yo, what's up, Gerard? Is everybody here? Is everybody watching? Are we live? Fix your scoreboard. Oh, the name is wrong. Thank you. Thank you. Had to make a quick change from the last game to this one, like literally 4 minutes. So, Tony CHOHAN. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to get the audio levels set right where we can have a little bit of ambiance with some music in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. Oh, my God. That was loud.
Chris, you all ready, Chris?
Sorry for the echo if you're hearing it in my mic.
Andrew, you all ready?
Is the hair too loud? There we go. That should be okay. Fedor, put down your phone, man. I'm just kidding. This is a very fun, casual mini tournament. Like, they're not taking it super seriously. I mean, it'd be cool to win some decent money off of some one ball, one pocket. But this is essentially gambling for guys at this level. You never know exactly how every shot's going to turn out. I mean, the difference between the 11 ball, for instance, landing right here in that shot and landing really close to the rail is the difference between Fedor being able to two-rail this ball at his hole or just play some type of, I don't know if he's just going to play safe here, maybe send the 11 over here and the cue ball down here. But there's no real offensive shot because if you try to get it close to your hole over here, you leave the option for a return bank like that. So, I can't really see him going offensively here. But, I mean, if he hits the ball perfect, you never know. Oh, so he just elects to lay it up on the short rail down here. Doesn't quite get it there, but leaves a double kiss. Wow, but Tony misses the double kiss with the outside spin to get the cue ball out of the way. Fantastic shot by let's acknowledge it. Top 3 easily. One pocket player currently. Top 4 maybe. Top 3. Probably top 3. What do you guys think in the chat? Top 3? Top 4? Let me know what you think. Okay. So Fedor goes for the 2-railer because Tony left the 2-ball a little bit high here. Doesn't work out. Leaves Tony a pretty free Z-bank here. Oh, you don't want to... He's got to hit this hard enough. Yeah, the 2-ball clears out. See how hard he hit the ball? When you shoot that shot, it's really tempting to want to leave it pocket speed in front of the hole, but you got to make sure that you don't leave it in this region right here on the rail because it leaves a really easy return bank. So he hits it just hard enough to leave it out of play in case it doesn't go. Fedor kind of hitting that 2-railer, you know, fairly poorly. What's up, Collins? Is Cliff Joyner still around? Man, I don't know. I know the name, but I'm not familiar with the current status or reputation of Cliff Joyner. I got Tony for 100 in the chat. Oh my God, Mayhem. Fated? TH8D? Says he got Tony for 100. Hit him up if you think Fedor's going to come back. I mean, I think it's a pretty rough bet considering Tony's already got the first game, but I think Tony is 1, Efren is 2. That's a bold statement, Sean Wedlake. There's a lot of people in the Alex Pagulayan corner. Now, if you say all-time, like all-time best one-pocket player, you might have to, I mean, you probably have to say Efren. This cue ball looks like it could drift. Oh, wow. That's a sick cue ball. That's a sick shot. Tony's got to move the 2 to the other side, right? Is he going to kick at this? The 2-railer doesn't go, right? No, the 2-railer doesn't go. This is sellout city. You know what he tried to do right there, guys? He tried to play the rail first bank shot. He tried to play the bank shot like this down to his hole. But coming into it rail first. Unless I've got my pockets mixed up. But I'm pretty sure that Fedor's shooting right here. He's looking at it like he's shooting right there. Man, I haven't seen Bill Myers in your stream since New Year's Eve with the Tony Chohan one-pocket match. I took Tony for 100 when he was down 0-2 in a race to 3. Tony came back and won 3 in a row. God damn. Good Lord. That was during the, no, not the Chuck, the Amar Kang Memorial at Hard Times Billiards. That's right. Yeah, Sean, I'm talking currently. Alex is, yeah, that, what a fantastic, I mean, how does this guy ever miss when he hits that ball like it's a hanger? Oh, okay. Sean still says that Efren is the best one-pocket player on the planet right now. I don't think he can hang. I don't think he can hang in the long run against guys that run balls as good as these guys. Yeah. Honestly, after the Derby City Classic, Josh Filler, at least on 4.5-inch pockets, if we're talking 4.5-inch pockets, Josh Filler is easily in the top 5 in the world. I mean, good Lord, did he make the game look easy last 2 weeks ago. Crazy. Look at Tony's face. Look at him. Look at him. Okay, Tony. Okay. What's up, Crispy? Playing the 4-rail shot at his hole. Fedor just played this shot. Boom, 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 boom at the hole. Coming after it. Doesn't work out. Tony's definitely in the top 5, no question. There's a debate whether he's top 4 or top 3. There's the SVB question, honestly. There's the FedorGorst question. A lot of people don't know how these guys really fall in line, like in the long run. But Tony CHOHAN knows those power moves, knows the big moves, knows how to read the stack, knows the creative shots on a reliable basis in a way that these other guys like Shane and Fedor and Filler and Roland Garcia and all them guys don't necessarily read the game the same exact way that Tony does. And so it gives him an edge. So it makes the discussion very interesting, to say the least. I think my music is just a hair loud, guys. I'm going to turn it down a touch. Hopefully it hasn't been horrible for anyone up to this point. There we go. Tony with a very makeable bank here. Should be very routine, honestly. And he does make the bank. So we're going to spot the next ball. Tony CHOHAN goes in the lead 2-1. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is called One Ball, One Pocket. There's one object ball and the cue ball. First shot must be a defensive shot. So Tony playing defense. On the first shot, which means Tony's playing for this hole. Fedor shooting right here. Tony is a monster one-pocket player no matter way, exactly. Sometimes his aggressiveness hurts him, but it also pays off a lot. Exactly. He's a gambler, guys. Tony CHOHAN is a gambler through and through. If anybody in the chat knows, if you knew Amar Kang, God rest his soul. Tony CHOHAN and Amar Kang grew up together. Those guys are gamblers. But they're also phenomenal competitors. And I got the pockets backwards, by the way, guys. Apologies. But yeah, Tony is not afraid to gamble. He's not afraid to gamble on a shot. He's not afraid to gamble on a throw of the dice. But it pays off for him a lot in pool because he's gambling on his own skill and his own ability to read the situation. This 8 ball is going to lay up in front of the hole. This is the first interesting spot. I wonder if Tony is forced to follow the ball in. He's queuing high. It looks like he's going to follow the ball in, which means, oh no, he took it out. How the hell do you take that ball out? Tony gives up that game. Can't leave Frost out of the top 5. Robert Davis these days. Scott Frost is in the discussion, but I haven't seen him get there. At least in the last 6 to 8 months. The guys that are consistently getting there are guys like obviously FedorGorst, Alex Pagulayan, Tony CHOHAN, Shane Van Boning, Roland Garcia, Roberto Gomez. Scott Frost has been struggling. All time is a different discussion. Scott Frost is, in my opinion, I think he's got to be close to the top 5 all time. But then you bring in the other guys, like you bring in the old names, like Danny DiLiberto. You got the names that I don't say. Billy and Cardona. You've got the Rifleman. You know, when you start going into all time, I mean, it becomes a much more difficult discussion. But I think most people would agree that Efren is really near the top of the all-time list. And Tony CHOHAN is probably in the discussion, especially for his impact on the game. Tony CHOHAN, Scott Frost, their impact on the game and the way that people approach the game of one pocket has been fundamentally changed by the way that Scott Frost, Tony CHOHAN, Efren Reyes, the way that they play the game. Ronnie Allen, another name. Yep. Skyler's one-pocket game is underrated in my opinion. Here's the interesting part of the discussion. This is where the discussion, as you go deep into the rabbit hole, Josh, is that how you say Sheck? Josh Sheck? The discussion gets really interesting when you say that anybody that's in the top 20 could win at any time because there's variance within the game. Nick Varner, obviously, in the discussion. Can't forget Okoye. Oh, my God. How could you forget Okoye? Dude, he's probably top 3 right now, but we just don't know because we haven't seen him in the States. Right? So this is why the discussion's so, like, how do you really know? How do you really know? Django all-time should be mentioned as well. Exactly. Top 10 for sure, probably. Shannon Dalton in the discussion for impacting the game. Yeah. No, tons of names. Rich Ford, Jersey Red. Grady Matthews is a name I know. Weenie Beanie, I don't know. Is there really a guy named Weenie Beanie? Super Guppy? Is there somebody out there that's like proud to call himself Weenie Beanie? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just funny objectively, okay? Eddie Taylor, Cliff Joyner, obviously. Shannon Dalton, yeah. Clem Metz, I'm not familiar with the player Gary Collins. I've only been in the game. I've only been playing pool for 13 years. I've only been like really following one pocket for the last few years. Dude, Oscar comes back and wins in his gambling set versus Lewis. I don't know Lewis's last name, but Oscar was down like 8-2 and wins 14. Takes the 14th win. FedorGorst makes a fantastic bank shot to get on the hill. What a bank shot from FedorGorst, our boy. Wimpy? Obviously, you got to bring up Wimpy, but that's 9-ball. Go watch Tony CHOHAN versus Okoye one pocket race to 50 for 100K, and then tell me who's the best one pocket player there is. Are you talking about the one that was on POV Pool? Talking about POV Pools, the big one. I remember that match. It was played at California Billiards in Fremont, California. Great room owner Chris Swart. Did he just gin this 2-railer? Oh my God! I thought Federer just laid a sick one on him. Look at Tony's demeanor. He's like, okay, come on, don't act like you're about to do that. Takes the 4 out, leaves a very makeable bank. Looks like it was a double kiss actually. I'd say Federer is probably close to even money on this bank, guys. Close to even money. I'd say he's around like 37 to 46% on this bank. That bank deserves a replay. The game's moving too quick, Sean, and we don't have time. When we're down to 1 ball, we got no time for replays. This is going to be close, guys. Ooh, close. And now Tony, a real opportunity to take this ball out. Start this game over, essentially. Michael Goldberg, top 10. I got to see some Michael Goldberg videos. I'll look him up. Is he going to shoot the 2-railer here? Or is there a 1-railer? Oh, no, this is our boy's hole. So there's a 1-railer on. This is another one that's close to even money. I mean, just shy. Maybe 30% on this one, honestly, because table conditions really come into play with this angle. He just played safe. Maybe the side pocket was in the way. Side pocket must have been in the way of the straight-up bank. Somebody update me on the one pocket rules and gameplay. One ball, one pocket. One ball, one pocket, the way it works is the first ball, the one ball on the break is spotted up right here. They take ball in hand in the kitchen, and they must play safe for their first shot. Otherwise, the rules are the same as one hole. But, yeah, they must play safe for their first shot. I'm pretty certain that for the rules in this tournament, as far as I know, the rules in one ball, one pocket is you can O balls, and balls can spot. Everything like normal for one pocket. But the only difference is we're fighting over one ball the whole time. Filler light Gorst is a major threat in any game. Exactly. Exactly. It's the way they think. It's the way that they execute. Pardon me. Tony's in a tough spot here. There's not much you can do with the 4-ball except send it back. I mean, essentially trying to reverse the positions of the object ball and the cue ball. Maybe try to get the cue ball really far down table. Unless he's thinking about shooting the 4-railer. No, he tried kicking. This is, in my opinion, that is a very aggressive shot. That's a very aggressive shot. And almost, like, do not, let me put it this way. Tony can shoot that shot. Don't try that shot at home. Because the difference between like 2 millimeters of contact point on the object ball, which is the variance that you're talking about in a kick shot is very high, is the difference between the ball ending up here and the ball ending up like right here. And all of a sudden, if the ball's over here, Fedor's got a really easy return bank. This ball might go. No. No, speaking of easy return banks and irresponsible shots, Fedor shoots the 3-railer and messes up the speed. He butchered the speed on that shot. Look at him. Look at this face. He just put a hat on him. Put a clown hat on him. He hit it like super soft. It's deceptive. This is a tougher bank than it looks like, but... Okay. Okay, quit clowning around, guys. Everybody relax. I'm pretty sure from the table angle that shot looked a lot easier than it was, but he was, I'm sure, still disappointed. This ball might go too. No, it's going to go short. Now, this is the speed we're talking about. When you shoot those 3-railers and those 2-railers, you need to make sure that the object ball clears out, man. You cannot afford to leave the object ball within these first 2.5 diamonds. Because you're talking about like gambling percentages, right? When you're talking about winning and losing a game, if you talk about rolling a 6-sided die, right? And the other guy's only got to roll a 1 to win, and you're just handing him the dice, and you got no equity otherwise, it's like, you don't want him to free roll on a 1-in-6 shot. You never do. And especially if you leave him something easier than that, obviously. You don't want somebody free rolling on a 50-50. It's like the worst thing that could possibly happen. So you got to make sure you keep clear of that. Mark Barnum, what's up, buddy? Look at this bank. Oh, my days. The side pocket point just sticks out like I could make some inappropriate jokes right now. And just sends, that titty just sends the 4-ball straight at Tony's hole. Thin cut. Missable. But you got to think that Tony's the crazy favorite to make this ball. And he does. We got a hill-hill match, guys. We got a hill-hill match. The playbill says that the 9-ball will be played on 7-foot tables. So this is the interesting thing, guys. Matt Queen, if you don't know what size table they're playing on, I'm sure, Matt, you probably know, since you're bringing up table sizes. But if you want to know how big a table is that people are playing on, make sure you look at how the table looks in relationship to the size of the player and the size of the cue that they're playing with. It's very easy to tell if it's a 7-foot or 9-foot table. Look at this cue ball. Look how sick that cue ball is. Holy crap. That is a sick cue ball. Right on the rail. Fedor's shooting at this hole. And he's just going to wind up and go for it. You hit this ball too thick, you scratch. Be careful. No dice. Yale Billiards, there you go. Wallingford, Connecticut. Home of the world champion. Champions. Multiple. There you go. That's where all the world champions go. Yale Billiards. Marty Smalls, what's up, buddy? James Brinson, we're playing one ball, one pocket. One ball, one pocket, right there. It's a tough shot. Anytime you leave like you know, your hole is right here, and you're straight into this hole, like that's opposite from your hole, it's real tough to decide what to do because you're essentially forced to play safe, but you got to make sure that you don't leave any kind of move that can leave you in a disadvantaged position. Pardon me. We're racing to 4, D. Rita. No chance. Rick Calio says this version might be worth playing on 7-foot tables. No chance. The game would be, it would be like talk about gambling. Holy crap. This tournament, Wayne Mason, is single elimination. Single elimination. And we're hill, yeah. There's a 3-railer here, guys. Tony might shoot at it. 1, 2, 3, boom. He might shoot at it. Oscar Dominguez loves this shot. He did shoot at it. It went short, and he left the return bank. I'm pretty sure there's no double kiss here. It's not super easy, but it's certainly a shot that comes up in one pocket in a traditional game of one pocket quite often. Cue ball close to the rail. Let's see if Fedor can execute. Collins, have they set a date for the first Lucchese tournament? No. And the 4's going to hang deep in the jaws. So now we're going to find out if this tournament allows for negative, like, owing balls. He's asking. Or he's looking over. Can Tony owe a ball here? Is he allowed to owe a ball? Okay, he's jumping it off the table. So apparently Tony can owe a ball. So now we're going to get into the tournament-specific rules. I mean, sometimes when you're gambling, the rule is you cannot scratch, you cannot owe a ball. But Tony's going to spot one. Now we're going to find out in these tournament-specific rules if Tony owes one and there's 2 balls on the table. Yes. Okay, so this is traditional 1 ball, 1 pocket right here. Tony owes 1, but he needs both on the table. Fedor only needs 1. The game gets really tough for the guy at a deficit here. The Lucchese West Coast Tour. The dates have not been announced yet. I'm assuming they're going to announce by the end of this month, maybe early March. But he has, Oscar has not talked to me about dates yet. I would know about dates probably in advance because I'm going to be streaming the whole thing. So if you want to follow Pool on the west coast of the United States, anything this side of the Rocky Mountains, you're going to want to follow that West Coast tour. Fedor does not quite get the 15 ball to throw to his hole, and Tony's going to get a fairly free shot at this bank to get him back to even. Oh, he didn't have a bank because the side pocket was in the way. He goes for the kick. 4 ball comes low enough where the straight up cross bank does not work for the Ghost. Interesting spot. What do you do? Where do you play safe? You probably just send the 4 ball up to your banking lane and leave the cue ball straight in. Yeah, just like this. Oh, even close to the 15. Oh my God, he covers the 4 ball. Sick, but he doesn't leave it in banking lanes. The 4 ball is pretty out of play. What I mean by banking lanes is lanes like this from the long rail. Sending it to your uptail banking lane. Lines like that. Now the 4 ball is out of play because it's real tough to get this bank to go. That might have been a push, but Tony doesn't call it on him. That was pretty close. The cue ball moved forward quite a bit right there. Obviously, if Tony was concerned about any type of foul, he would have called over a tournament official. This is going to come short. Oh my God, only barely short. Now, Fedor probably elects to just make this ball. You can't take it out of there. There's no point. You just make the ball and say, let's play for 1 again. How long have they been playing 1 ball, 1 pocket? I've never seen this before. Teddy Noel. This game is a gambler's game. It's a gambler's game. It's not a tournament game. This is a mini tournament. 2,000 added because the folks down in Louisiana love to gamble. They want to share their love of this game with the rest of the world. But yeah, it's a pretty gaffy game. But if you're even close in skill in 1 pocket, like within like 9-8, 8-7, maybe even 9-7, just playing 1 ball, 1 pocket might be the game that's worth gambling. Like if you want an even game or a game that's close to even. If you're close in skill with the guy you're playing with and you just want to straight up gamble, this is what a lot of guys pick. Do you know anything about the match Oscar just played? I just heard that Oscar won, Carlos. Oscar won. He was down like 10-4 and came back and won it. It's been around for a few years. Big at Derby. Yeah, Jason Hill. Yep. Yeah, it's Hill. Not only in ball count here. Oh, by the way, let me get the score fixed here. Tony's back to 0. Tony's back to even. But yeah, oh yeah, you guys are all chiming in now. I barely got there in time. You guys keep me honest. But yeah, it's a gaffy gambler's game. Yeah, Bosco's work says I play this game 20 or 40 a rack all the time. Well, 20 or 40 a game, obviously. Yeah, it's a great game to play 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 a game. Obviously, if you really want to gamble, you could play for 100 a game. I've seen people play 500, 1,000 a game. But it's like I said, a lot closer to a coin flip. He wants to cut it. Look at Fedor's face. You see him grinning? He wants to cut it. He's not going to cut it, though. You can't cut it when you're Hill against Tony CHOHAN. Everybody knows. Everybody knows he's just going to try to bank the ball back up this way and try to kill the cue ball and leave the cue ball down here. right? That's what you got to do, right? What's he going to do? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, look at that cue ball, though. I can't imagine he was trying to pocket that ball, guys. Big queen. Do I have to pay shipping to watch this stream? Oh, he still hit the ball. Don't call it a foul. Holy, how thin can you hit a ball? Look at... Wow, and you just seen him say, wow. How thin can you hit a ball? The ball didn't even move. He was on the other side of the table. Oh, this is a great shot. Look how good this shot is. Holy crap. Tony's going to be able to take this ball out, but good Lord, that was close from where Fedor was. That was close. He hit it great. Did it even get off the spot? I feel like the 8 just wiggled. Kyle Gray, Ninja Viking. I know we're getting plenty of people adding in every 5 to 10 minutes. I just explained it, but the way the game works is Fedor's shooting at this hole. Tony's shooting at this hole. When the game starts, the object ball spots on the rail right here by the middle diamond, and the breaker must play safe. So Tony broke from this side and hit the object ball near this side pocket, so there's no like offensive shot that Fedor can shoot. And then from there, it's just one pocket. And you're shooting for one ball. Imagine you're 7-7 in a game of one pocket, and this is it. You can O balls, you can scratch, all the same rules as one pocket, but the break shot is what dictates the beginning of the game and how the game is played. It's essentially like eternal end game one pocket. Tony's got a real good shot at a bank that he can shorten up and stiffen with outside spin here. It goes long still. Cue ball almost to the rail. Look at him just begging it to end up on the rail. What a cue ball. Holy crap. What happens if you scratch or foul in one ball, one pocket? Like I said, it's exactly like one pocket. You can O a ball, which means a ball spots up and you're fighting for two. That's already happened in this game. Tony scratched earlier in this game, hill, and he O'd a ball, and there were 2 balls on the table. But he got a ball real close to his hole, forced Fedor to shoot it. This 8 needs to clear out or Fedor's in trouble. It gets up pretty high and close to the rail. This is really tough for Tony to get in or near his hole. You could actually write the explanation for more exotic game formats in the stream description so you don't have the hassle of explaining every time people join in. I enjoy explaining it, honestly. I like engaging with you guys. But yeah. Even if I wrote it in the description, who really reads the description of a video, guys? Raise your hand in the chat if you read the description. Let's go. Better playing safe. Cue ball. Perfect. Good Lord. Frozen to the short rail. And the 8 ball in the corner. Tony's probably just going to make the ball because that's on Fedor's side. Leave the cue ball right in the hole. Even better for Tony, he doesn't make the ball. Oh my God. How do you do that, man? Reliably. That's crazy. What's the "no one likes a nit" slogan on Tony's jersey? A nit is someone who... A nit is a nit. If you don't know what a nit is, I can guarantee you, if you play pool regularly and go down to the pool hall, there's someone in your pool hall who is a freaking nit. This is someone who will never get in a money game that they're not guaranteed to win. Or someone who's afraid to play in an even matchup for anything more than $5 or $10. A nit is someone who is like, a nit is someone who only plays pocket aces and pocket kings. No one likes a nit. Why do you keep calling the pockets holes? Because it's pool lingo. Pool lingo, bro. Welcome to the game. Makeable bank here. Makeable bank here. Very makeable bank. And not even just makeable, but like very, very, I mean, doable to get the ball in the hole. And it comes very short. Look how short the table's playing. Dude, Federer missed that by a diamond and a quarter, which is very surprising. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to regularly miss a difficult bank by a quarter diamond or a half a diamond, but a diamond and a quarter just illustrates the conditions that they're playing in right now. The table's playing real short. You can see Tony there giving up the game. Tony gives up the game. He was trying to bank that ball 3 rails. Here comes Federer. Let's get him on the chat here. Yo.
Hey, what's up?
Wow, can you believe how short the tables are playing? And banking?
Yeah, tables are playing really short for how new the cloth is.
Oh, it's
playing pretty short. I gotta go real quick because I think they're already assigned my next match.
Okay. You want to roll? You have anything to say?
Sure. I'm happy that I won.
Yeah. I mean, pretty lucky that the table's banking so short that Tony sold out that shot right there. That's crazy that he couldn't even get it to the second rail.
I know. I mean, the way he banked it too, he put a little inside English on it, so it shortened the angle.
The initial bank off the first rail, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry for the angle, guys. I mean, I put the camera in the beginning, and then Ray Hansen told me that I had to move the camera because he's recording the matches. He's currently not going live because his stream is down. So he's recording. He told me to move the camera, so that was the only angle that I could use for this match. Don't
sweat it, because for one ball, one pocket, it works. It's one ball and the cue ball that we're watching.
Yeah, one pocket, that's all right.
Yeah, we don't have to look at clusters or anything. We don't have to, interpret
the
table.
I think I play Mickey Krause next.
Oh, cool.
They already announced the match.
Nice. Are they playing through this whole tournament tonight, or are they going to play until tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, no. It's all single elimination, quick race to 4.
Okay. I'm here, baby. Let's go.
You want me to keep streaming?
Yeah. You keep streaming to me. I'll reset with a new title and stuff, guys. If you're watching at home on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed.
My bad, guys.
We're gonna set up a new stream, okay, guys?
My battery is about to be dead.
Okay.
I don't have a wire with me.
Oh no! Is it gonna die like in the middle of the stream?
It will die probably in the first few shots. So we're lucky that we actually finished this match.
Okay. All right. So then in that case, we'll you text me. I'll hang out here at Hard Times. If you get it charged up for whatever reason, let me know in the next hour or so if you got another match.
All right, sounds good. Right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks for calling.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Of course, man. See you later, buddy.
Yep. Later.